Testing, 1 2 1 2.
If you good, you got some volume in it. Make sure we're going through.
Testing 1 2 1 2. All right, we ready to go.
What, on the table, right? Yeah, I know it's a bit different. Ready? Yeah, you got it. Go ahead. Okay.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemal Thumb, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, all the sisters.
Which one? Oh, okay. I got you.
All right. This is Isupk Durham, North Carolina Sabbath service. Preaching Officer Mahaya with me, Assistant Conductor, Officer Yanazar. All right. So we're going to get straight into it. We already blew the horn to commence the Sabbath service. All right. So now is Amidium, which means to stand. Wapanyaku Adam means rise and face the east. We'll start off with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kwadash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim, Natanlanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawath Yanawa, Wala'a, Tabi'aya Nawa, Banasaya 1, Abol, Hawashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwith, Waha'ala, Wahathwaparith, La'aiwalambium, Aman.
In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
The prayer for the power, the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai,
Hashem Yahweh Shah,
Babakashah,
Natanlanawa,
Hakak,
Hakak, Larpa'ah,
Kal Makala, Wakal
Marawa,
Hakak,
Latahar,
Hamatazarayam,
Hakak, Lahakwium, Hamatium, Hakak,
El Rakawath,
Arakawath,
Hatama'Allah,
Lagarashan,
Bahashem Yahweh Shai,
the
water Aman.
In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against the unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
The prayer for the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Wow, Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Allahayim. Matazabaya.
Tazabya.
Alawapya Hana.
Alawapya hana.
Alawapium.
Alawapium.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyum.
Hakotazayanyam.
Hakotazayanyum.
Hakoyayoyum.
Hakoyayoyum.
Wahakwatian.
Wahagwatian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh.
Hashem Yahweh
The water Aman.
The water Aman. In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
The 121st Psalm in the Hebrew. Aisha. Ayanya. Al-Haharium. Ma'ayan. Yaba'a. Isaiah. Ma'aim. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim. Wa'arataza. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shemarka. Hanala'a. Yanawam. Wala'a. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'Allah. Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayallah, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaadka, Wabawa'adka, Mayata, Wa'aid, I will.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al-Dami Alaka. Al-Takarash. Wa Al-Tashakwat. Al Kayahana Awayabyaka Yahama Yawan Ra'ash Alaimaka Yairayamwa Sawada Wayata Ya'itazawa Altazapawanyaka Amarwa Lakawa Wanakakidam Magoya Wala'a Yazakar Sham Yasha'Allah I would die Kaya Nawa Aitazawa Laba Yakadwa Alyaka Baraya Yakarathwa Aholia Adawam Wayashamai Alayam Mawa'aba Wahagarium Gabal Wa'ima one Wa'ima Palashat. I'm Yeshabia. Tazawar. Gam Ashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarawai. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamadian. Kasaya. Sara'ah. Kayabian. Manakal. Wayashwan. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayan. Da'ara. Hayawa. Daman. Adama. Shayatamwa. Nada. Yabmawa. Ka'arab. Wakazabak. Wakatazol. Manai. Kal Nasaya Kamwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Nayarasha. Lanawa. Ath. Na'awat. Alahaya. Shayatamwa. Kagogala. Kakwash. Lapanya. Raraka. Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Tabi'ira,
Tabi'ira,
Ya'ira,
Ya'ira,
Wakalahaba,
Kalahaba,
Dalahat,
Salahat,
Harayam,
Arayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradapma,
Aradapma,
Basairika,
Basairika,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapathka,
Wapat,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Tanyaham,
Kwalawan,
Palawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabaholwa,
Wayabaholwa,
Aid,
Aid,
Wayakaporwa,
Wayakaporawa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadayawa,
Wayadayawa,
Kayata,
Kayata,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Al-Yawan,
Al-Yawan,
Al-Kalha, Arataza.
Al-Kaha, Rataza. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consorted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah and as Almunam, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Most High in Christ. So we back at it again. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I did miss, you know what I'm saying, last week due to little cold try to take me out, Yanazar. Try to take me out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm back in full effect. You know what I'm saying? So like it. We'll be picking up at Yanazar. We'll be picking up let the people know.
We're going to pick up at the book of Exodus chapter 40 and verse 35.
So the book of Exodus chapter 40 and verse 35. You know what I'm saying? You at home, you wanna tag along, you can just go to blueletterbible.org. Right, blueletterbible.org on your smartphone. Right. Type in Exodus chapter 40 at the top. Go down to verse 5 and press
35.
And is it verse 35?
Cut one cut.
Okay, go down to verse 35 and press that blue button on the side that says tools, and it'll pull up the Assyrian Hebrew, which is what we'll be reading from. You'll be able to tag along. Right? So Yanazar, whenever you're ready.
Cut one cut. This is the book of Exodus chapter 40 and verse 35 in the Hebrew. Wala'ah, Yakal, Masha, Labawa'ah, Al, Ahal, Mawa'id, Kaya, Shakan, Aliyawa Ha'ainan Wakabawad Yahweh Mala'ath Ha Mashakan. Verse 36. Wabaha'ai Lawath Ha'ainan Ma'al Hamashakan Yasa'aiwa Banya Yasha Allah Bakal Masa Ayahum. Verse 37. Wa'am La'ah Ya'ailah Ha'ainan Wala'ah Yasa'aiwa Aid Yawum Ha'ailathwa. Verse 38. So that, okay, there we go. Kaya Ainan Yahweh Al Hamashakan Yawa Yam Salakia Yawamum Wa'ash Fahaya Laya La Bawa La Ayanaya Kal Ayath Yasha Allah Bakal Masa Ayaham. This is what we did. We did 4 there, so we got to do 3. Okay. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 1 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayakwara'a al Masha Wayadabar Yahweh Aliyawa Ma'ahol Mawa'id La Amar. Verse 2. Debar al Banya Yasha Allah Wa Amarath Alaham Adam Kaya Yakrayab Wa Kwarayab Makam Kwaraban La Yahweh Man Habahama Man Habakwar Waman Hat Taza'an Vakwara Yabwa Salakia Ath Quarab Nakam. And verse 3. Allah Quarabanwa Man Habakwar Zakar Famayam Yakwara Yabanwa Al Pathak Ahol Mawa'id Yakwarayab Athwa Lara Tazanwa Lara Tazanwa Lapunya Yahweh. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 40 and verse 35 in the English. And Moses was not able to enter into the tent of the congregation because the cloud above thereon, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. If I may, sir. Yeah, please. In the Hebrew class last night, we brought up this word cloud, ainun. And when we bring up this word, the word cloud is not talking about a cloud that brings forth rain. It's not talking about that. What it is talking about is what we call the chariots one of the chariots of the Lord is in front of the temple and it's shining very bright and Moses can't enter. That's what it's talking about. Like if you look up in the Zondervan or either in the concordance, you look up that word cloud, you'll see that it has a total different meaning. It's really a nickname among the Israelites for the chariots. And more times than not, when you see the word cloud in the Bible, it's not referencing clouds that bring forth rain. So I just want to just make that clear. Something that that was amazing to me to find out. Anyway, let me read on. Verse 36. And when the cloud was taken up from over the tabernacle, the children of Israel went onward in all their journeys. But if the cloud were not taken up, then they journeyed not till the day that it was taken up. Meaning, whenever the cloud was down low over the tabernacle, they would not move. They would camp there and they would stay there. But when the cloud went up, they would follow the cloud and they would move, because now the Most High is leading them with this cloud into the promised land. You understand? So like if you ever see the movie, what is it, The 10 Commandments, and you see that pillar of fire, that's really coming from one of the clouds. You understand? It's not a cloud like anyway, but I got that breakdown from General Hyman direct. So 37. But if the cloud were not taken up, then they journeyed not till the day that it was taken up. Verse 38. For the cloud of the Lord was upon the tabernacle by day, and fire was on it by night, in the sight of all the house of Israel throughout all their journeys. Meaning, this pillar of fire, they would see it every night. You understand? Like this is a miracle that the Most High. I don't know if we could call it a miracle, but this is something that all the children of Israel were able to see. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's a marvel. Definitely something to think about, because of course we've never seen nothing like that in our time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But to them, that was normal to know the mysteries of the Most High. I mean, like he just saved us from Egypt. He just slaughtered, every firstborn of everybody. Just open up the Red Sea. Like we was seeing these marvelous things even with the times of Christ. Like it was, normal to see these type of miracles. But of course, to us, it's definitely a marvel to read about. You know what I mean? But furthermore, this proves just how stubborn we are as Israelites to see these type of amazing things and still go and disobey the Lord.
Yeah. Stiff-necked people. We taking the whipping though.
Yeah.
We taking that whipping that we supposed to get. Hopefully, more of us will come out on the other side. That's what it's all about. This is the book of Exodus. Leviticus chapter 1 and verse 1. And the Lord called unto Moses and spake unto him out of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, if any man of you bring an offering unto the Lord, ye shall bring your offering of the cattle, even of the herd and of the flock. In verse 3, if this offering be a burnt sacrifice of the herd, let him offer a male without blemish. He shall offer it of his own voluntary will at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Lord. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1. Leviticus, Salakia. Chapter 1 and verse 4 in the Hebrew. Wasamak Yadwa al Ra'ash Ha'ila Wana Rataza Lawa Lakapar Aliyawa. Verse 5. Washakat, Ath, Bun, Abaquar, La Punya, Yahweh, Waha, Quara, Yabwa, Banya, Aharon, Hahak, Hakahanyam, Ath, Hadam, was a Rakwa, Ath, Hadam, Al, Hama Zabak, Sabayab, Ashar, Pathak, Ahol, Mawa'id. Verse 6. Waha Pashiat Ath, Ha'ila, Wanakath, Salaki, Wanathak, Ahol, Lana Thakaya. Verse 7. Wanathunwa, Banya, Aharon, Hakahan, Ash, Al, Hamazabak, Wa'Irakwa, Tazayam, Al, Ha'ash. Verse 8. My phone is working slow. Wa'Irakwa, Banya Aharon, Hakahanyam, Ath, Hanathakathium, Ath, Haraash, Wa'ath, Habadar, Al, Ha'ai Tazayam, Ashar, Al, Ha'ash, Ashar, Al, Hamath, Zabak. Verse 9. Come on. Wakarabwa, Wakaraayawa, Yarakataza, Bamayam, Waha Kwatayar, Hakahan, Ath, Hakal, Hamazabakath, Aila, Aishar, Rayak, Naya Hawak, no, Naya Kawak, Naya Kawak, La Yahweh. And verse 10, Wa'am man ha taza'un Qarabunwa mun or Qarabnawa, right? Qarabnawa. Yeah. Qarabnawa mun haka shabayam awa mun ha'ai tazahum no ha'ai zayam la'ila zakar famayam yakwarayab nawa that should be the last one, right? This is the book of Exodus, I keep saying Exodus, Salakia, Leviticus chapter 1 and verse 4 in English. And he shall put his hand upon the head of the burnt offering, and it shall be accepted for him to make atonement for him. Verse 5. And he shall kill the bullock before the Lord and the priest. Aaron's son shall bring the blood and sprinkle the blood round about the altar that is by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 6. And he shall flay the burnt offering and cut it into pieces, into his pieces. Verse 7. And the sons of Aaron, the priest, shall put fire upon the altar and lay the wood in order upon the fire. Verse 8. And the priest, Aaron's sons, shall lay the parts, the head and the fat in order, and upon the wood that is on the fire, which is upon the altar. Verse 9. But his inwards and his legs shall he wash in water, and the priest shall burn all on the altar to be burnt, to be a burnt sacrifice, an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 10. And his offering be of the flock, namely of the sheep or of the goats. For a burnt sacrifice he shall bring it, a male without blemish. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 1 and verse 11 in Hebrew. Washakat Athwa al Yarak Hamazabak Pazapana Lapanya Yahweh Wazarakwa Banya Aharon Hakahanyam Ath Daman al Hamazabak Sabayab. Verse 12. Wanathak Athwa Lana Kayawa Wana the Kayawa Wana na Kayawa Wa'ath Wa'ashawa Wa'ath Padarwa Wa'Iraq Hakahan Athum Al Ha'ai Tazayam Ashar Al Ha'ash Ashar Al Hamazabak. Verse 13. Waha Qarab Waha Kara'ayam Yarakataza Bamayam Waha Qarabiyab Qarayab Hakahan Ath Hakol Waha Quatiyar Hamazabaka Allah Hawa'a Ashar Rayak Nayakak La Yahweh. Verse 14. Wa'am man ha'ai wap Allah Qarabnawa La Yahweh Waha Qarayab Man Hatharium Awa Man Banya Hayawana Ath Qarabnawa. Verse 15. Waha Qarayabwa Hakahan Al Hamazabak Wamalak Ath Ra'ashwa Waha Quatiyar Hamazabaka Wana Mataza Damwa Al Quayar Hamazabak. Verse 16. Wahai Sayar Ath Maraathwa Banataza Ta Waha Shalayaka Atha Atazol Hamazabak Quadama Al Ma Quawum Hadashan. One more. We started at 11. One more. 17. Salaki, sir. Verse 17. Washai Athwa Bakana Payawa La'a Yabad Ya'al Waha Quatayar Athwa Hakahan Hamazabaka Al Ha'ai Tazayum Ashar Al Ha'ash Aila Hawa'a Asha Rayak Nayakak La Yahweh. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1. Leviticus, chapter 1. Leviticus, chapter 1, and verse 11 in English. And he shall kill on the side of the altar northward before the Lord, and the priest, Aaron's sons, shall sprinkle his blood round about upon the altar. Verse 12. And he shall cut it into his pieces with his head and his fat, and the priest lay them in order on the wood that is on the fire which is upon the altar. Verse 13. But he shall wash the inward and the legs with water, and the priest shall bring it all and burn it upon the altar in a burnt sacrifice. It is a burnt sacrifice, Salakia, an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 14. And if the burnt sacrifice for his offering to the Lord be of fowls, then he shall bring his offering of turtle doves or of young pigeons. Verse 15. And the priest shall bring it unto the altar and wring off his head and burn it on the altar, and the blood thereof shall be wrung out at the side of the altar. Verse 16. And he shall pluck away his crop with his feathers and cast it beside the altar on the part by the place of the ashes. Verse 17. And he shall cleave it with the wings thereof, but shall not divide it asunder, and the priest shall burn it upon the altar, upon the wood that is upon the fire. It is a burnt sacrifice, an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 2, and verse 1 in the Hebrew. When Apash Kaya the Quarayab Quaraban Manaka La Yahweh Salath Yahaya, Korabnawa, Wayatazak, Aliyah, Shaman, Wanathun, Aliyah, Babana. Verse 2. Waha Baya'ah al-Banya Aharon. Hakahanyam Wakwabmataza Mashum Mala'a Kwama Tazawa Masalatha Wama Samana Al-Kal Labanatha Waha Kwatiyar Hakahan Ath Azakaratha Hama Zabakath Ashar Raya or Rayak Nayakak La Yahweh. Verse 3. Waha Nawa Wath Rath Nawa Tharath. One Salaki. This is a tough one. Waha Nawa Tharath Mun Hama Naka La Aharon Wala Bunyawa Kodashium Ma Hayashia Yahweh. Verse 4. Wakaya the Kwaraban Manaka Ma'apa Hanawar Salath Kalawath Matazath Balai Walath Bashamun Warakia Matazawath Mashakiam Bashamun. Verse 5. Wa'am Manaka al Hamana Kabak or Salakia Hamana Kabath Kwara Banaka Salath Bala Walath Bashamun Ma Taza Thahaya. Verse 6. Pathawath Atha Pathayim Wayatazakwath Aliyah Shaman Manaka Hawa'ah. Verse 7. Wa'am Manakath Mara Kashath Kwara Banak Salath Bashamun the Aisha. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 2 and verse 1 in English. And when any will offer a meat offering unto the Lord, his offering shall be of fine flour, and he shall pour oil upon it and put frankincense thereon. And he shall bring it to Aaron's sons, the priest, and he shall take thereout his handful of the flour thereof, and of the oil thereof, and of the frankincense thereof, and the shalakia, and the priest shall burn the memorial of it upon the altar to be an offering by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 3. And the remnant of the meat offering shall be Aaron's and his sons. It is a thing most holy of the offerings of the Lord made by fire. Verse 4. And if thou bring an oblation of a meat offering, baken in the oven, it shall be unleavened cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, unleavened wafers anointed with oil. That's a pretty good recipe, huh? But in verse 6, and thou shalt part it in pieces and pour oil thereon. It is a meat offering. Verse 7, and if thy oblation be a meat offering baken in the frying pan, it shall be made of fine flour with oil. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 2 and verse 8 in the Hebrew. Waha ba'ath ath hama natha ashar ya aisha ma'ala la Yahweh waha Quarayaba al Hakahan Waha Gayasha al Hama Zabak. Verse 9. Waha Rayam Hakahan Man Hama Naka Ath Aza Karatha Waha Quatayar Hama Zabaka Ashar Rayak Salakia Rayak Naya Rakak La Yahweh. Verse 10. Waha Nawatharath Mun Hama Naka La Aharan Wala Bunyawa Kodashium Ma Aishia Yahweh. Verse 11. Kal Hamanaka Ashar Tha Quarayabwa La Yahweh La Aisha Hamataza Kaya Kal Sha'ar Wakal Dabash La'ah the Quatiyar what's Salakia the Quatiyarwa Mamunwa Ashar na Ashar La Yahweh. Verse 12. Quaraban Ra'ashiyath the Quarayab Nawa Quarayabwa the Quarayabwa Atum La Yahweh Wa'al Amazabak La'a Ya Aliyawa La Rayak Nayatak Nayakak Slakia Nayakat Verse 13. Wakal, Kwaraban, Mana, Kathaka, Bamalak, Tamalak, Wala'a, the Shabiath, Malak, Barayath, Alahayaka, Ma'al, Mana, Kathak, Al Kal, Kwara, Banaka, the Kwarayab, Malak. Verse 14. Wa'am, the Kwarayab, Manakath, Baka, Warium, La Yahweh, Abayab, Kwalawaya, Ba'ash, Garash, Kara, Ramal, the Kwarayab, Af, slow, Manakath, Baka Warrior, Baka Warrior, Baka Warrior. Okay. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 2, verse 8 in English. And thou shalt bring the meat offering that is made of these things unto the Lord when it is presented unto the priest, and he shall bring it unto the altar. And the priest shall take from the meat offering a memorial thereof, and shall burn it upon the altar. It is an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. And verse 9, and the priest shall take from the meat offering a memorial thereof, and shall burn it upon the altar. It is an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 10, and that which is left of the meat offering shall be Aaron's and his sons. It is a thing most holy of the offering of the Lord made by fire.
Which by the way, is what we eat. When they say like these meat offerings and all that stuff, we ain't just cooking this food and throwing it in the fire to be burnt so the Lord can eat it. You know what I mean? This ain't like Greek mythology. You know, that's what they're doing like Greek mythology. They burn the food to the gods and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? When you hear about this meat offering and these offerings, this is food that we bringing into the temple, and we throwing down, man. We eating. Just like we're gonna be doing soon. You know what I'm saying? December the 7th, we're gonna be in here throwing down. And what's gonna happen? We're gonna have meat offerings. We're gonna have all type of offerings, you understand, that's brought before the Lord, but we're gonna be eating it, man. That's why I just said whatever's left over is gonna go to the priest. Go to them. They're gonna take all them leftovers, man. You know, black people love leftovers. We trying to take everything home. But leftovers be the best. Sometimes when you warm up in the morning, it'd be better than the first night before. You know what I mean? Like that's how we get down, man. This is all biblical.
Verse 11, no meat offering which ye shall bring unto the Lord shall be made with leaven. For ye shall burn no leaven, nor any honey in the offering of the Lord made by fire. Verse 12, as for the oblation of the first fruits, ye shall offer them unto the Lord, but they shall not be burnt on the altar for a sweet savor. Verse 13, in every oblation of thy meat offering shalt thou season with salt. Neither shalt thou suffer the salt of the covenant of thy God to be lacking from the meat offering. With all thine offering thou shalt offer salt. Meaning you got to spice up the meat.
Got to, man. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So, verse 14, And if thou offer a meat offering of thy first fruits unto the Lord, thou shalt offer for the meat offering of thy first fruits green ears of corn dried by the fire, Salakia, even corn beaten out of the full ears. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 2 and verse 15 in the Hebrew. Wanathath, Aliyah, Shaman, Washamath, Aliyah, Labana, Manaka, Hawa'ah. Verse 16. Kwatayar, Hakahan Ath, Haza Haratha, Magarasha, Wama Shamana, Al, Kal, Laba Natha, Ashar, La Yahweh. Next chapter. This is the book of Leviticus and chapter 3 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Zakak, Shalomyim, Korabnawa, Man, Habakwar, Hawa'ah, Ma, Kwarayab, Zakar, Na, Kwaba, Thamayam, Ya, Kwarayabnawa, Lapunya, Yahweh. Verse 2. Wasamak, Yadua, Al, Ra'ash, Kwarabnawa, Washakatwa, Pathak, Ahol, Mawa'id, Waza, Rakwa, Banya, Aharan, Hakahanyam, Ath, Hadam, Al, Hamazabaka, Sabayab. Verse 3. Wahak Kwarayab, Mazabak, Hashalomyam, Ashar, La Yahweh, Ath, Hakalab, Hamakasa, Ath, Hakwarab, Wa'ath, Kal, Hakalab, Ashar, Al, Hakarab. Verse 4. Wa'ath, Shaftia, Hakaliath, Wa'ath, Hakalab, Ashar, Alahan, Ashar, Al, Hakasolium, Wa'ath, Haya Thorath, Al, Ha Kabad, Al, Ha Kaliawath, Yasaya Runna, Yasarayana, Sorayana. In verse 5, Wahakwatiyawa, Athwa, Banya, Aharon, Hamazabaka, Al, Ha'ila, Ashar, Al, Ha'ai, Tazayim, Ashar, Al, Ha'ash, Ashar, Rayak, Nayakak, La Yahweh. This is the book of Leviticus. My phone is all messed up here. Okay, let's go back to prior chapter. My phone is not responding. Okay, it's moving now, slow. I don't know what's wrong with her. Lord have mercy. I gotta go back. I gotta start from the gate. We're going to Leviticus. My phone is messed up, man. I'm putting Leviticus. Leviticus 2. And what was it? We was in 3 and 2, but then we had like we read up to 5. We have to go back to the previous chapter, read 2 verses in the previous chapter, which is chapter 2. And we go to 2 first, and then we'll get there. My phone is just acting up. I don't know what her problem is today, but anyway, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 2 and verse 15 in English. And thou shalt put oil upon it and lay frankincense thereon. It is a meat offering. Verse 16. And the priest shall burn the memorial of it, part of it of the beaten corn thereof, and part of the oil thereof, with all the frankincense thereof. It is an offering made by fire unto the Lord. The book of Leviticus, chapter 3 and verse 1. And if his oblation be a sacrifice of peace offering, if he offer it of the herd, whether it be male or female, he shall offer it without blemish before the Lord. Verse 2. And he shall lay his hands upon the head of his offering and kill it at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron's sons, the priests, shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar round about. Verse 3. And he shall offer of the sacrifice of the peace offering, an offering made by fire unto the Lord, the fat that covereth the inwards, and all the fat that is upon the inwards. Verse 4. And the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is on them, which is by the flanks, and the caul above the liver with the kidneys, it shall be taken away. Verse 5. And Aaron's son shall burn it on the altar upon the burnt sacrifice, which is upon the wood that is on the fire. It is an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 3 and verse 6 in Hebrew. Wa'am man hataza'an korabnawa la zabak shalamyum la Yahweh zakar awa nakwaba Thamayam Yakwarayabnawa. Verse 7. Kashab Hawa'a Makwarayab Ath Kwarabnawa Waha Kwarayab Athwa Lapanya Yahweh. Verse 8. Wasamak Ath Yadwa Al Ra'ash Karabnawa Washakat Athwa Lapanya Ahol Mawa'id Wazarakwa Banya Aharan Ath Dumwa Al Hamazabak Sabayab. Verse 9. Waha Kwaya Kwara Waha Kwarayab Mazabak Hashalamyam Ashar Asha Salakia La Yahawa Kalabwa Aliyah Lamayama La Aimath Ha Aitaza Yasaya Runna Wa'ath Haha Lab Hama Kasa Ath Ha Korab Wa'ath Kal Hahalab Ashar Al HaKorab. Verse 10. Wa'ath Shaftia Hakalayath Wa'ath Hahalab Ashar Alahan Ashar Al Hakazolium Wa'ath Hayathorath Al Hakabad Al Hakaliath Yasaya Runner. Verse 11. Waha Kwatiarwa Hakahun Hama Zabaka Lakam Ashar La Yahawah. Verse 12. Wa'am Aiza Korabnawa Waha Kwarayabwa Lapanya Yahawah. Verse 6. Wasamak Ath Yadwa Al Ra'ashwa Rashakat Athwa Lapanya Ahol Mawa'id Wazarakwa Banya Aharan Ath Dumwa Al Hamazabak Sabayab. 12 was supposed to be the last. Yeah. Okay. That's 7. This is the last set? Man, that was quick. Yeah.
Yeah, Yana, you turn to a scholar. You read it like English, Yana. So you tell me the last set. You flying through it, man.
I'm trying my best, brother. Trust me. I love to read it, because I know it belongs to us, This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 3, verse 6 in English. And if his offering for a sacrifice of peace offering unto the Lord be of the flock, male or female, he shall offer it without blemish. Verse 7, if he offer a lamb for his offering, then shall he offer it before the Lord. Verse 8, and he shall lay his hand upon the head of his offering and kill it before the tabernacle of the congregation, and Aaron's son shall sprinkle the blood thereof round about upon the altar. Verse 9, and he shall offer the sacrifice of the peace offering, an offering made by fire unto the Lord, the fat thereof, and the whole rump. It shall be taken off hard by the backbone, and the fat that covereth the inward, and all the fat that is upon the inwards. Man, this cat's a butcher. Chopping it up.
Nah, for real.
They cutting this meat good, cutting the fat off, everything.
Thing.
They ain't doing all that to burn it away.
Esau cuts ain't got nothing on this.
I'm telling you, man. Like, jeez. Verse 10, and the two kidneys and the fat that is upon them, which is on the flanks, and the caul be above the liver with the kidneys, it shall be taken away. So they're not eating the inward parts of it. They're throwing all that part out. Verse 11, and the priest shall burn it upon the altar. It is the food of the offering made by fire unto the Lord. Now imagine that. You're offering food unto the Lord, but you get to eat it.
Right.
That's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. Okay. Verse 12. And if his first offering be a goat, then he shall offer it before the Lord. Verse 13. And he shall lay his hand upon the head of it. No, 12 is the last.
Yeah, 12 is the last.
Salakia.
That was it.
That.
You know what I'm saying? So just up here, you know what I'm saying? That's 7 cents of 7 right there. So just up here, Amidium. Men of Israel, gird thyself to prepare to salute the Torah.
Right.
Yahweh Shimi Yahweh Shapakiyah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, yeah.
All right, so Amidium, which means to stand. Wapanyak Wadam, which means rise and face the east. We start out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa, Shabash Shemayim, Kwadash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathan Lanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawathya Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawathya Nawa, Wala'ah, Tabi'aya Nawa, Manasaya 1, a ball, Hawashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwith, Waha'ala, Wahathraparith, La'aiwalamyam, Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
The prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Babakasha,
Babakasha,
Nathanlanawa,
Thundernawa,
Hakak,
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 La Para'a,
Arpa'a,
Kau Makala,
Kal Makala,
Wakau Marawa,
Kal Marawa,
Hakak,
Hakak,
La Tahar,
Tahar,
Ha Matazarayam,
Amatazarayam,
Hakak,
Hakak,
La Haquium,
Lahaquium,
Hamathium,
Amathium,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Al Rarakawath,
Arakawat,
Hatama'ala,
Tama'ala,
La Garashun,
Darishun,
Bahashem Yahawashai,
Hashem Yahweh,
the Wada Aman.
Tawada Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
Prayer for the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Why Mayaka Allah? Why Allahayim? Matazabaya Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapium. Ha Saranyam. Ha Kotazayanyam. Ha Koyoyoyam. Waha Kwathian. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The Wada Aman.
In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha. Ayanya, Ahaharium, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Maim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratazar, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Ragalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yashala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Aliad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayallah, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Macau Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaatka, Wawaatka, Mayata, Wa'aid Iwalam.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, for which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Alahayim, Al Dami Alaka, Al Thakarash, Wa Al Tashikwat, Al Kayahana, Awayabiaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Yaira Yamwa, Sawada, Wayata, Yaitazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidum, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Aliaka, Barayath, Yakarathwa, Aholia, Alawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Labal, Wa'ima one, Wa'ima lak, Palashath, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Hanakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, the Arab, Hayawa, Daman, La Alama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Ka Arab, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazol, Manai, Kal Nasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Naya Rasha, Nanawa, Ath, Naawath, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagorula, Kakwash, Lapanya Rawaka, Kaash, Tabiira, Yaira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Daradapma, Basairikab, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shemka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabaholwa, Aida Aid, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadayawa, Kayatha, Shemka, Yahweh, Labadka, Alia one, Al Kalha Arataza.
In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, Azabah and Nazalmunam, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as a flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imajim, Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Barakah.
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Barakatam.
Yajimatah. Sorry, turn your face to sister. Imajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Imajim, Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Allah Hashem Yahushai. Yajimatah. Class dismissed.
Christ. Still here. I ain't been.
Oh, they're gone.
Yeah, I ain't been. You know what I mean? But you know, real quick, you know what I'm saying? Salakia. Let you rock shit. Yeah. Probably move over here. You got man space over here.
Yeah. The water. All right, sis, please stand. I think 2 weeks ago you were given the indication of your name, but this makes it official here in the school house of Durham in Durham, North Carolina, the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. This sister right here has been very integral and very all right. This sister right here has been very integral in helping with the Lord's 55th annual Passover being held in Durham, North Carolina. This sister right here jumped right in and offered any and every resource and service that she could, working countless hours at from night to 5 in the morning, from what 11, 12, 1, 2. I don't even think she sleep. You know what I mean? Because I thought I was the hardest working man in Israel. You know what I mean? Next to Commander Junior Han and the men above me, Salakia. But at the same time, this sister has shown grace. She's shown that she has a zeal for the Most High and for this truth and for this school. And she actually put this school first. She put herself on the back burner and a lot of her responsibilities to try to make amends, like we all have when we try to repent from the way we were in the world. And we owe a debt to Christ, and we owe a debt to this school. We owe a debt to our nation and the people that come after us because of the life we once lived in sin in this wicked world. You understand? So as a token and as a gift from the generals and from the Most High, they gave you this name, Nathaya. You understand? Nathaya. All right. So right now we're going to do the prayers in the Hebrew, and then Officer Mahayar is going to translate in the English. But after we do this in Hebrew, we want you to repeat your name 3 times, okay? And then we're going to repeat it. All right? But again, now online, we're going to say this: when General Muhammad gave you your name, it was not a order that you come into the ISUPK. So I must ask you, are you sure you want to be in the ISUPK? Are you sure you want to cross this line and be in this truth? Because you don't have to. You can be a student. You can learn from afar, from a distance, and be fond of the school. In here, you're taking an oath unto the Lord. This is not an oath unto General Muhammad, an oath unto Officer Mahayar, myself. This is you and the Lord making a oath. You understand? And when you make this oath, them demons, they watching, and they're going to want you back in the world. And they're going to use every tactic and method and every means to pull you back in the world, turning you against your own if you will allow them to. You understand? So I'm going to ask you, is this what you want? Most High in Christ. Clap it up. Let's go. You're going to give her a oil baptism. She going to get an oil baptism. All right, just us back here. Ready? Yabarak Yahweh. Why Samarka? Yahweh. Panyawa. Al Yaka. While Yakanka. Yasa Yahweh. Panyawa. Al Yaka. While Yasamlaka. Salam. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Sai. Barak. Rapah. Magan. Hagan. Say your name. Nataya. Bahashem Yahweh Sai. The water, Aman. Read that, do that translation. Clap it up.
It's like what we just said in the English was Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make, you know what I'm saying, her face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless, heal, shield, and protect.
Who's the power? Who's the power? Who do we fear? Who do we fear? Who's your king? Who's your king? Who's your king? What's your name? Israel. Why? Israel. Why? Y'all give me time. Dismiss.